Hello everyone, I'm here to talk to you about the pollution monster. The pollution monster is a dangerous creature created from all of the carbon emissions of all humans on the planet. However, we have a club on campus that's dedicated to catching the pollution monster, the federal government.
Hello, we are the Monster Hunting Club, also known as the federal government. Our different members make up different states.
In the past, we have used the Air Pollution Control Act, which led to the Clean Air Act, to fight the pollution monster. Through this, each state had to reach a certain air quality standard. Unfortunately, the act was amended multiple times because states failed to meet the deadlines.
The federal government has struggled to enforce air pollution regulation in the past because the states act individually and they have different views on how to go about it.
We now interrupt this program for an important news broadcast. Bringing you to our correspondent Ben, who is live on Georgia Tech's campus, where there have been many recent sightings of the pollution monster.
Thanks, Ben. We have just interviewed almost 100 students, asking them for their thoughts on this massively horrible issue. Although the political views of the students we polled varied greatly, spanning all political backgrounds, their thoughts were almost unanimous. The role of defeating this pollution monster should be given back to the states, not to the Monster Hunting Club. Back to you, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
With us today, we have renowned environmentalist, Professor CO2.
Thank you, Ben.
All right, so what can we do to solve this pollution monster problem?
Well, Ben, over the past few decades, it has become increasingly evident that human interactions with the environment is subsequently causing an increase in the rate at which the world is warming up. Take it from me, a successful professor and renowned environmental lawyer. The time for action is now. While the topic of pollution and carbon emissions bothers some people, and they may not believe in climate change now, scientists and researchers are actually more confident that climate change is being caused by humans than cancer is being caused by smoking. The implementation of renewable resources such as wind turbines and solar panels, effectively limiting the number of carbon that we release into the environment, will be the best way to fight this problem. So the sooner we're able to realize this and the sooner we're able to accept that global climate change is becoming a thing, the sooner we'll be able to fight this monster together.
Thank you. All right, we now bring you back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Hi, I'm California. The method I'm using is the Cap and Trade program. The cap is a limit on carbon emissions that companies have to pay penalties for if they exceed. The trade part is a market where companies can buy and sell allowances, which gives them an incentive to save money by reducing carbon emissions.
Howdy, I'm Texas. We got quite a big presence of the monster down in the Lone Star State, but we do what we must to keep business booming. One thing we do have is wind energy. That's right. Down in Texas, we may be burning the most coal, but we also got the most wind turbines.
And finally, I am the EPA, and my secret weapon is the Clean Power Plan, in which I assign to each state a different emission reduction target, and they choose how to go about solving the problem. For instance, they could choose to invest in renewable energy like Texas, or maybe implement restrictive programs such as the Cap and Trade in California. This plan is effective because it allows each state to customize their own plans of action according to their strong points.
If we do not progress forward with our policy creation, the environment will continue to see detrimental changes, and the pollution monster will wreak havoc on campus. But fear not, because the federal government will continue to make policy to hunt the pollution monster, and one day we will catch him.